got a RogSi, we're gonna have a Magda, and we're gonna have a Marwyn. Good gaming, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Idor. Today we're gonna watch some Noobs play cEDH. In today's game, we've got there's a few combos that makes infinite token, also a few token generator like Farmer Cotton and Wildfire Awakener. It is a more of a meme deck than really a super good deck, but it's fun to play. It's enjoyable to play. We've got RogSi. RogSi is the quintessential turbo Grixis deck. Always go balls to the walls, making sure that everything goes as fast as possible. Super good deck. One of the less touched by the dark side ban. Right after we have a Magda. Magda is gonna be a Magda is a dwarf deck. Wants to tap dwarfs to make treasure, gets 10 treasure, gets a artifact dwarf, gets a Clog of Omen, and win the game. Either with Sculpting Steel and Twitch at Sniper, and a could be one of the Goblin Welder or Engineer, or could go for maybe a Bolt and a Recursion spell. Could be. Marwyn is a Elf Ball deck. Get a bunch of combat, most probably. I don't know what's the super good of ending. Sorry, kill line I would say for Marwyn, but again she's in green. Make a bunch of 1/1 elves. Make a bunch of mana, cast Finally of Devastation for 1,000. Have five creatures each. We are kind of pretty much dead for sure. No pregame being called. Baylen goes to his turn, drops a Scalding Tarn without drawing cards. Ooh, turn 1, seed 1, Deafening Silence. Ooh, Force of Will and Mnemonic Betrayal. This sounds like really some incredibly sus stuff. I'm hoping people have any ways to stop Rogue Rack. The only reason for you to Force of Will, Deafening Silence, turn 1, seed 1 is if you've got a crack hand. Aaron Mesa. Shortcut into a Badlands, into Strike It Rich. Makes a treasure and will most probably pass. Magda drops a Nurse's Saga. Goes for a Lotus Petal right away. Cracks the petal to go for Dwarven Scorcher and pass. So that dwarf has something else than flavor text, but then again, flavor text is pretty much all that they have. I believe it's Dwarven Scorcher, red sack, deal 1 damage to a creature unless the controller takes 2. Pretty much useless. Baylen drops a so Marwyn went for a Forest and Wild Growth. Baylen dropping a Twitching Doll. A Metadoric that taps and you end up with creating spiders. RogSi dropping Metavolt and then playing Rograk. 1 and 2 for Magda. Swings the Scorcher to make a treasure. 1, 2, 3 to drop Marwyn. One, two, three, exiling Elvish Spirit Guys to drop a Mirael Shield of Argyle. She's of course a Grand Abolisher and also makes a bunch of soldiers. Well, make the number of soldiers that you've got. When she attacks, she makes a soldier per soldier you control when she attacks. So turn 1 you make 1, turn 2 you make 2, then it goes exponential. Super crazy. So RogSi still on 1 land. So red and Mana Vault for Breach. 2 colorless floating. Slaughter Pack on Magda. Kills Magda. So he's starting to count the storm count. At this point, kind of worrisome. 2. Got a feeling it's gonna be a balls to the walls game. And there I am saying strike it rich into brain freeze. Sacks the treasure for a entomb. Oh yeah, at this point, most probably he's gonna get LED. Yeah, so I'm presuming he has a I'm presuming he has brain freezing and will bring back LED, crack LED to do brain freeze into, yeah. Exile 1, 2, 3 to cast LED. There I am keeping bugging him. You got brain freeze? Brain freeze. Pretty sure you got brain freeze. Brain freeze? You got brain freeze. Come on, 2 card in hand. I'm sure you have brain freeze. Yes, it can be annoying sometimes. But also, sometimes putting pressure makes people do mistakes. And when people do mistakes, yep, cracks it for 3 blue, 2 and 1 colorless. To cast Windfall. Oh, that's why he was asking the number of cards in hand. Discard, draw 6. At this point, I'm asking, do you guys have anything? Because if you let him go, and there I am giving him a bad, really bad, super bad advice. We could redo Windfall, but then again, it just puts more card into his graveyard. So the only thing we could do is hunt down for something to kill Breach. Marwyn could have Force of Vigor. Magda could have a Chaos Warp somewhere, or a, I don't know. They only have 1 mana, so it doesn't change nothing. But we could try. We could hunt for a answer. So sacrifice the Dwarven Scorcher to cast a Flare of Duplication. We'll try to copy the Windfall. So Windfall first. Discard, draw. Then we ask on the second Windfall, does anybody have something else? So we go down, discard, draw 6. And then we just gave the game to the RogSi. Well, anyway, he most probably would have had the game. I don't see how. Well, no, because he wouldn't have had 8 cards and 3 cards in the graveyard. So we gave him the game. Cracks LED for 3 black. What does he have? Oh, yeah, he has Wish Claw. So just because we'll Pact of Negation. So just because we'll Pact of Negation, Force of Negation, Summoner's Pact to put something into his hand. You will go right away with the Pact of Negation. So what Marwyn could do is go get Endurance or Force of Vigor. So he will Pact right away, making sure he doesn't have any answer. Cast Wish Claw, activate Wish Claw. We'll go get, if I remember correctly, Intuition. And with Intuition, he'll be able to do his Intuition Pal. Making sure he has enough cards in the graveyard to do his graveyard shenanigans. Brain Freeze, even better. Brain Freeze for 10. Well, 10 times 3. So Brain Freeze for 30. LED and Underworld Breach on the field. Pretty much nothing we can do. Congratulations to RogSi. Like I was saying, RogSi still a force to be feared. Thank you everyone for being here. If you learned anything, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next game. Oh God, I'm bad at singing. Ciao.